Shinji is such a badass. Oh my god. That's all I gotta say for the episode, because at the end when Shinji just changed so much his appearance and just how his attitude is now. Before, at the beginning of the series, he used to be this guy who was so wimpy, so nerdy and everything else. And I also heard in the manga that he didn't have glasses. They put glasses on him just to show how much of a character, how much he would develop. He went through the Spider-Man development, and just wow, he came out a badass. Also, he has the ability to run like an Olympic runner. I was like, when Migi said that, I was like, I did notice he was running a lot more faster than a normal human would. Also, how they're also facing against what's it called, Shinji's mother, that parasite, whatever. And also how there's also other parasites like him that have failed to take over the human brain and have taken over different part of his body. So Uda and Parasite, basically two characters who are exactly like Shinji, but Uda is not as strong as Shinji, because since I believe Migi took over more of Shinji's body but not his actual brain, his heart, his more body. So also how Shinji also, since Migi also explained how Shinji was like, you know, how he ran like an Olympic runner, how he was much stronger, and also how he jumped 3 meters into the air when he was talking to that girl, whatever, Mikasa, whatever, and he just escaped from her, and she said, you know, no one can go over this dam. He just jumped over there, whatever. And also how he did that. Also, you know, since the Migi talking to you right now is 70% of me, and the other 30% is in you right now. So when Migi was actually repairing Shinji's heart and everything, the hole in his heart, he actually had to, you know, split himself into little microscopic sizes. And then, you know, when he was doing that, he lost some of them, and now he's basically 30% of Migi is inside Shinji, and Migi has shown he has exponential strength. So basically, Shinji and Migi have done a fusion inside to blood fusion and everything else, just like how freaking in Tokyo Ghoul, how Riz and what's called Kaneki did, like, you know, had surgery, whatever. Instead of surgery, it was like Migi actually trying to repair his body and those. It's sort of like that. It's sort of surgery, but you could say it's self-surgery in a way. So overall, I thought that was kind of badass, also surprising, but at the same time not surprising, because how would Shinji get all his powers all of a sudden? And Migi was the only one who was near him at the time he got his powers. So in a way, it's not surprising, but in a way it is. But then it just shows us that also Migi, I actually should have noticed that Migi also developed as well. He became a lot more nicer. He sleeps a lot more. Obviously, he also changed when he also went to Shinji's body. He also started to feel what the heart was, started to feel what emotions are. He definitely changed as well. And I think also in this episode he didn't show much development, but I think in the next few episodes he is going to show much development. Also, since, you know, the Migi, you know, if Migi was about to go to sleep and he gives Shinji a weapon to help him to defend against his own mother and save Uda, whatever, that little blade thing during the 15-minute mark when Shinji's facing against his mother. You know, thinking before Migi went to sleep, Migi gave him a blade. But I don't think normally if Migi wasn't, you know, the way he is now, he wouldn't have done it. He probably would have just, you know, Shinji defend himself or just told something smart to him. You know, I think he's starting to care a lot more, which I definitely love, and I should have noticed, but I was too hyped with Shinji's development to even notice Migi. And Migi is just, I love Migi as well, because originally he was awesome too. He was a smart awesome, the book smart awesome, but he's just overall pretty cool. I want to know what's gonna happen, yo, man. Oh my god, Madhouse, I'm so glad you guys are doing the way you're doing. So good. This is gonna be my favorite show of all time, and maybe I say this too lightly, but this show is absolutely brilliant. And if you're here now and you're watching the show, share the show to your other friends. The first episode was brilliant, and I just cannot believe that the show is 25 episodes. I can't believe that. I'm so happy too, because, you know, some good shows are always just so short. You know, like, why it's so short? It could be longer, but it's probably gonna be 25 episodes, or how many episodes it is. I know it's in the 20 range, and it's gonna be only 25 because the manga is 60 chapters, and it was from the 1990s or whatever. So that's why it's so good, because the classic mangas into a new anime adaptation just so good. I felt the classic vibe to the No Mercy vibe too. Also how I'm also glad that, you know, Uda-san is actually a person, you know, is actually a guy who supports him. I love, you know, he may appear as a fat wimp, whatever. If you look at him a different way, he's a really dope guy, and I'm so glad that, you know, he's supporting Shinji, helping him out, you know, when he's doing his time visit. And also he is also his Parasite. His name is also Parasite, by the way. He prefers that name, and we can see that, you know, he learned his speech through TV, and we can see that, you know, Migi, who learned through speech through, you know, books, and he also learned through his movies or whatever. And also the fact that Uda does cry a lot, which shows that he's more human than Shinji is, because Shinji probably can't cry. And he's also concerned that, you know, Migi's like, you know, 30% of Migi might go to his brain and change him. But yo, I want to talk about the end, yo, when he smiled and when he was walking to school, whatever, his face is so different. Like, someone, I'm sorry if I'm yelling by the way, sorry, someone go to the first episode or the first, second, third episode and compare his face from there to now. He is so different. His voice actually changed. I feel like either he has a deep badass voice, or I'm just so used to his old voice that I can't even notice his new. It's just so powerful, yo. I was applauding at the end of the credits, yo. I was just clapping, like, you know, after a movie, whenever you watch a good movie, you clap to the credits, like it was brilliant. I was doing that, yo. I love this show, absolutely, yo. If you're not watching this show already, you just stumble upon this video, like it. You know, if you still hear some, I'm sorry if I spoiled it for you, but you know, from now on, whenever my parents reviews, I'm gonna link where you guys could watch it legally on Crunchyroll for every episode from episode 1 all the way to maybe 7 or 8ish. I'll link the Crunchyroll link. You guys can go watch it legally if you're from the States or if you're from North America or South America. I'm not sure about the foreign people, but if you find a way to watch the show, just watch, share with your friends. Yo, my name is Padma RPG, and I'll see you guys later. Farewell.